based on our experiences, women entrepreneurs see the world through a different lens and also do things differently. This is reflected in the kinds of business we start, whether it's Coco Chanel, who learned the trade of a seamstress as a child, or think about Estee Lauder, who turned a passion for skincare and makeup into a beauty empire. Then how about Oprah Winfrey, whose media business focuses on helping women to reach their potential? Then think about creative industry or music industry in particular. Let's come back to Malaysia. Who can we think of? And we have very young ladies in Malaysia. So why not we talk about women entrepreneurship? And that's purely based on music and love. Let's hear from the Crinkle Cut at the Durian Heat.
The Durian Heat, bringing big ideas, critical opinions in Southeast Asia.
Welcome to Durian ASEAN, the voice of discovery and sharing. Good morning, you are with us at the Durian Heat. We have invited special musicians here in the house, and there are the Crinkle Cut Band. There are 4 ladies in the house. Let's say good morning to them.
Hi.
Good morning.
Hi, Grace.
That was really lively. All right. So why not we introduce yourselves? From Francis.
Alright, hi, I'm Francis and I'm the lead singer of the band. I came from Sabah, KK mainly. I am currently still studying.
Came to KL from Sabah to pursue music.
Yes.
And how did you, why KL? There aren't many music institutions or?
There are, but
basically KL has more opportunity.
Yes, that is.
Alright, okay, let's move to our lovely lady here, Ash.
Hi, my name is Ashley. I play the cajon in Crinkle Cut. I'm from KL, I'm local. I graduated from UCSI studying music as well.
It's very attractive girl playing percussion.
Oh, thank
and
you.
why did you choose this instrument particularly?
I guess graduating as a pianist can be too common. I thought of picking up cajon just to try something a bit different that not many. I don't see much people playing around, even as a female as well. So yeah, when I found Crinkle Cut, I felt like I can do something different with my cajon. So like instead of like playing piano and other bands and everything, then I can.
Indeed, it's very special.
Yeah.
How about back to your uni? Are there many female percussionists?
We actually have no percussion
So you're the only
major
one?
because there's no lecturer to teach. Actually,
So you have to look for like sources.
Yeah.
So
we had a one percussion masterclass, but that's it. There's no like there's no one around to teach for me percussion. Only drums actually.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll talk about that more later. Let's move to our beautiful lady there, Sasa.
Yes, hi, my name is Melissa, or you can call me Sasa. I play the guitar and sing in the band, but mostly backup vocals. And I'm local, I'm from KL, currently still studying, same course as Francis, same school.
All right. How about Grace?
Hi, I'm Grace. I'm Grace Fu. I play the keyboard and I also sing in the band, just like Melissa, backup vocals. I come from Ipoh Perak, where the good food is. And yeah, guys, yeah. I'm teaching outside, similar to Ashley.
So can I ask you a question? One question. Why music? Let's start with Sasa.
Started off like, music is my passion kind of stuff. And yeah, things got serious and I studied music and it's a total different story. Something like that.
But when you are in the music school, you will learn a lot of theory stuff and also you have to do a lot of practices.
Yes.
Wouldn't that actually guide you inside a box sort of thing?
It guides you. At the same time,
It gives you like a platform actually. Like it guides you, but it gives you like
You don't have to follow it actually. You can just
Yeah.
use it as like
Yeah.
to do whatever you want.
It's just
a
a-
guideline only.
it's like a tool. It's like a tool. Yeah.
Well, let's come to the second question because we are all Asians here and we
Yeah.
are ladies here, and we can't ignore the sort of Asian mindset. Doing music, especially our parents, some of our parents will be against pursuing
yes.
music, right?
Yes.
So could you share a little bit of your stories? Perhaps You said yes first. Yes.
Okay, I actually had an argument with my parents for almost 6 months just to let me study music, because they think some parents would think like doing musician is like beggar, because they relate to their olden Chinese times where musicians like playing side street is like asking for money, so they don't want me to be a beggar. So but after 6 months convincing them like it's not just not just performing, it takes a lot of like asking my previous music teachers to explain to them. So it's not just passion, but if you look at it like after in like making money and like when you go to work with music, you can actually do that. Like they don't see it, they just see it as entertainment, but not as work. It is hard, but to convince them it is also another challenge.
And also it's another step for sure.
Yeah, but I kind of like made it my way.
Yeah,
made it my way.
For sure.
Like I begged them.
In music school. So when you started studying in music school, right? Let's ask Francis here. How did you vision yourself in music school? Like some people will, maybe I want to become a music educator. Maybe I want to become a performer. How about you? Did you see yourself becoming a performer, or more as an educator, or any other areas?
To be honest, I don't see myself teaching, but I know it's the main source of like money making in that sense, right? But I will eventually go into teaching, like after I am really experienced with my craft. But at the moment, I think I am going for the performing. Yeah.
How about Grace? You play the piano and keyboard at the same time. And okay, let's give you one challenge question there. A lot of people do play piano and keyboard.
So true, that's correct.
And a lot of people, like even the basic instrument, they consider piano as a basic instrument.
Correct, that's true.
So is it very competitive? Or how do you market yourself? How do you develop yourself despite of number of pianists or keyboardists out there?
Okay, honestly, I don't see music as a sport, so I don't try and compete with other people. I know everyone has their strength, and I'm glad to say I have found mine. Like I know I'm not like a virtuoso pianist, and but maybe I'm better at writing and accompanying my kind of music, like the music that I like. I work with what I have.
Are you from classical background as well?
Actually, no. I'm not from classical background.
Oh, then?
I started learning the electric organ since I was 6.
Right.
So I played pop music like for the past 15 years.
Oh, that's really long.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's my background. No classical training.
Perhaps we will start with Sasa again. What is your inspiration? Because you said music is your passion, but you need to have a sort of root of inspiration in music, right? Perhaps, what's the first song that you listen to and, oh my God, I want to be like that person? Or you've seen one of the performers, like, performances, and oh my God, I want to be on that stage and perform one day.
Okay,
individually.
It's quite a long story, I think.
Go ahead.
I started off, I saw one of my friend, well, actually my crush, playing guitar, and I was like inspired, I think, from there. My friend, her dad makes guitar.
Right.
Yeah, his name is Jeffrey Young. So he introduced me to fingerstyle playing. Like Stephen Burnett was my first guy that I listened to. So at that moment, I kind of fell in love in those kind of playing.
Nice. So from there you developed.
Yeah.
How about singing? Not only guitar, because you have very powerful and very soulful voice as well.
Singing, actually, I picked it up.
Along the way? Or?
Along the way, yeah, along the way. I met Francis, actually. I started singing in
the same school?
In college. Before, yes, I do sing, but mostly pop stuff. And I was just like in my own world. But after I met Francis, we were like sort of competing, like
competing. Wow.
Friendly competing. Like,
healthy competition.
Competition. Like, yeah, I can sing this note. Yeah.
I think also when you go to uni, then you
I open it. That's when I open up, like, actually.
Oh.
And then people started calling me for gigs and all. Well, actually, the first one was Grace. We worked together.
So that's how you guys met together in the college. So how about Francis, when you met Melissa or Sasa? So she had this voice capacity, and you're also a vocalist. How did you feel?
I remember the first time I heard her sing was when we were in the cafeteria. She was just humming along to one of Beyonce's songs. Like, whoa, she could sing. I was like, oh shoot, I'm in trouble. But no, actually, it got into a really healthy competition, I guess. But we kind of push each other somehow into improving. Yeah.
So from there, you guys wanted to collaborate by singing together.
Not yet, actually.
Not yet.
Yeah,
Okay, then how did you form this band, Crinkle Cut?
Okay. We started off. Yes, Grace asking me for gigs. It's a wedding gig.
Yeah.
In Ipoh.
Yes, it was just the two of you.
Yeah, just the both of us. And after that, we went on. We got another gig at Sheraton Hotel.
Oh, I see.
Just the both of us. Sometimes I get sick, so I need someone to help me sing. So we got Frances.
I
and
see.
slowly
she joined us and we start performing together more frequently.
Oh, nice.
And then later on, we decided, you know what, we need percussions. We need to add a beat. Right. So we thought, at that time, Ashley was like one of the only percussionists in school. Like, she plays the conga in school. Nobody else does that. So we thought, let's ask Ashley. So we got her.
She came to the picture.
Correct. That's when she got in the picture. Correct. She was playing conga. When she got into the band, she started playing cajon.
So it was a coincidence, more like you never actually thought of having a girls band.
Correct.
It's sort of like coincidence.
Yeah, it's very natural. Yeah.
So it formed naturally. So then, how does it work when it comes to the band? When it comes to song composition or like decision making?
Well, when we make decisions, we have this democratic concept in the band where everyone brings a little something to the table and everything is open for discussion. After we discuss, we decide collectively. So it's nobody makes an authoritative decision. So it's always up for discussion.
It's really important to have a band leader, so that leader will actually direct to the correct. I wouldn't say correct, right decision. Oversees the whole view.
Apparently, we don't have that person though.
So you guys always
it just
have a mutual understanding.
We do clash, but in the end, everyone somehow just agrees.
We agree to it.
We either agree or agree to disagree. And then we just jalan.
Move on.
So from my understanding of your band Crinkle Cut, I understand that Grace loves to compose songs, and so does you, Ash. So how about lyrics? Who comes up with the lyrics, melody, chordal movement, how the rhythms? How does it work?
Depends. It's not really the same formula for
every song.
For every song.
Correct.
Sometimes, like if I have trouble lyrics, usually I go for ask their opinion, and then the words will be like Grace. But it's still together. Like after she has her ideas, then we discuss together to see how is it. So it's every time it's different when we write our original. Sometimes I have everything, I can do everything. Sometimes I need help, I can just have the melody, but I don't have any idea for lyrics or the chords and everything. So we were like, once if I have this kind of problem or this kind of issue, then I'll ask for their opinion. Then they'll give their idea. So it's like a sharing and
basically everybody chips in a bit. Chords, lyrics, melody.
So as a music band, you guys have two vocalists here. Then how do they work when you guys compose songs? Because melody is very important. A lot of audience, let's say, on-music person, they will go for melody first, right? So how do you actually sing it out, the original tunes? Do you guys hear the music first and then try to accompany the melodies on top, or melody comes first, or?
I think usually the chords all come first.
Chords first.
No,
correct.
actually, sometimes actually chords come first, but some of the songs I think both. It goes both
simultaneously. Sometimes you have a very good melody and then you kind of work out the chords to fit the melody, but sometimes you have a very beautiful chord progression and you know what, let's work out a melody that fits into the chord. It's no fixed formula
It's very interesting because we have invited a few musicians here, and then when we interview, it's either melody comes first or chordal movement first. But then it's very interesting to find out how you guys work together, and there's no particular leader, but you guys can work in harmony. So cool.
Because usually what sometimes what we always do, that we like, let's say for Frances, we know her singing style, and sometimes we know Melissa's singing style, so we sometimes we even think of a line for her and think of a line for them because it suits their voice.
So it's also understanding their capacity.
Correct. So we always do that. So maybe Frances, maybe you this part you do this line, or Melissa you do this and this and that.
This
kind of lines.
That's beautiful. So why not we listen to their songs? And one of the song is called Slow Dance. So after the short break, we'll come back to continue our conversation at the Durian Heat.
Durian Heat, bringing big ideas, critical opinions in Southeast Asia.
Welcome back to Durian Heat, and we're still with the Crinkle Cut. Say hello.
Hi guys.
As lively as always. Okay. Well, we talked about this short introduction of the Crinkle Cut and how they came about, and all the stories behind, all these beautiful girls here. But now we're going to talk about business. Things got serious here, girls. Okay? So perhaps I'm going to shift my question to Francis first. Okay? To talk about the band name, the Crinkle Cut. How did you come up?
All right, it actually starts with...
First get together with the three of us, Francis, Melissa and Grace.
Oh, that one actually was not that.
Yeah, actually wasn't.
At that time, we got our first pay. So we went to Ninja Joe's to have our little feast.
Celebration.
So when we were eating, right, we thought about, like, do we have a future in this little group we have? So we kind of thought about it lah. So looking at the fries, we just decided
the band name.
We should call ourselves the Crinkle Cut because all of us love fries.
That is true. Right?
That's like the exact words, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's actually catchy name. But in fact, there's another band called Crinkle Cuts, right?
Correct.
Cuts.
Yeah.
From the UK, I think.
Yeah.
They're
From
yes,
the
yes,
UK.
yes.
They're all
and all.
Yeah.
all men actually.
When I wanted to look for you guys,
Correct.
Yeah, I accidentally put Crinkle Cut, and it was different people. I was like, no, those are not the people that I'm looking for. Then I went to Facebook and looked for you. There was Crinkle Cut without S.
Yeah. Correct.
This is very tricky.
Very tricky. We have yet to think about that. How to fix that.
But then the Crinkle Cut, I also saw your logo with the like zigzag and
the Caesar thing. Yeah.
So
designed
who
by
came up with that?
Melissa actually.
I designed it.
Wow.
Yeah.
So how did you come up with that image? Just simply, literally, you
and then I
interpreted it.
used paint. I'm quite cheap. Just to add a few zigzags, and I add that circle in. Yeah.
That's very cute, actually. Yeah, it looks it's as if it's nothing to do with music, but when you actually go to the performance, it's so beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, business side, Grace. There, all of you guys, do you consider as entrepreneurs?
Aspiring entrepreneurs, yes. We want to always see Crinkle Cut go far as a brand of music. Our kind of music is very genre-less for now because we always take inspiration from so many places.
Right.
We have folk, there's R&B and soul, there's gospel, then suddenly there's ambient, and then there's a bit of fusion jazz here and there. It's all over the place, and that is unique because that is our sound. And four of us have such different tastes, so we all come up with something that's uniquely ours, I would say. And we want to see this brand of sound go far. So that is, for me, that is Crinkle Cut as a brand.
Then how would you answer if a client approaches you and say, okay, Crinkle Cut, what genre is it? Or do you say our music is genreless?
No, we don't do that. Generally, we say electroacoustic because the acoustic music, but with electronic elements, right? So we usually say electroacoustic, but if they don't get what it means, we usually give them like a list of covers that we do. And then
references.
Correct. And then we also have a YouTube channel. So if they need like reference, so we just send them links of our videos, and they get an idea of what we sound like as a band.
First time I actually watched your performance was Vita de la Music at the Pisco, and then I really loved it. Yeah, I mean I met you guys a few times before, but I never had a chance to actually attend your performance. And then I had a chance, even though I didn't play that time. I just wanted to see you guys so badly, and I finally got to see you, and I was very impressed.
Thank you.
Four girls playing, but it still sounded very full, and you guys managed to entertain the crowds, and we all loved it. From there, honestly, I started following you. Thank you. Yeah, and it's really beautiful. When it comes to marketing, I'm sure you guys will use all the social media platforms: Facebook, YouTube, SoundCloud, and Twitter, and also Instagram, right? So how do you just put the pictures, or do you do like Facebook event page creation?
If we have a geek, we will create event page. Well, usually Grace does that.
All right. Okay.
All right, and we use hashtags.
All right.
So if you find hashtag the Crinkle Card Band, you'll find tons of our silly pictures.
Yeah, pictures and videos.
Yeah. Well, that really helped.
Promote the band.
Yes.
Yeah, put the word out there. So we usually update after every gig, we update our statuses, say thank you, give a little shout out. So before every gig, we post pictures and tell everyone, hey guys, we're gonna do a gig here and there. Please come around, that kind of thing.
Okay, let's talk about internal business here.
Alright.
Internal band business.
Band
You guys must have ups and downs for sure. Difficulties, right? Idea clashes, because it's creativity. Music is creativity. So, how do you overcome all these hurdles? Perhaps Ash?
It was actually Melissa who introduced this band activity that we do every time when there's a conflict, and we call it an intervention, which means intervention within the band. So basically, we sit down, we tell each other off, we say sorry, and move on.
That's your activity. Yeah.
It's a long process,
I
but
actually
that
got this idea from my another band. Sorry, band slut. Audrey. Then she introduced it to us. And I brought it up, and they say it's a good idea. Then we did it.
So when you guys actually want to talk it out, it has to come with the transparency and the honesty.
Very much.
And it's not easy.
No, not sometimes it hurts really bad. You sometimes we cry, it's like a serious moment. Like we sit down at the table, and then everyone is given a turn to talk about what they're not satisfied with in the band. So when the person talks, nobody interrupts. So she says whatever she wants to say, in total honesty.
Not even the one that
that she's criticizing. No, I mean like when the person she's angry with is not supposed to say anything until she finishes speaking, and then everyone gets a turn. And then once the whole process is done, everybody kind of settle on a conclusion that we decide what to do with it, and then we move on.
So try to improve.
Let bygones be bygones, that kind of thing.
Right. But do you ever wish to have male characters in your band, because it's all female? But I'm just giving another idea to top up, or do you we don't need males, we can still run the band?
We have not actually given the whole gender role thing a lot of thought, because we believe that independence and leadership can come from both males and females. That's correct, right? So we have not thought of getting a male, like a male character in the band, or but I believe in leadership, like I said. So a person has to take the lead in terms of performance and decision making. I mean, it's a democratic thing, but in the end, one person says the last word, especially in terms of our image, in terms of a composition, lyrics and all that. One person kind of makes a decision, and also during performance, one person kind of cues when we jam. One of us cue us and tell us where to go as a band, and then we all kind of go together and flow along. Everything will fall into place. But like I said, when she does that, when she cues and when she takes the leadership, she does not do it in the character of a male, but as a woman herself.
Oh, that's impressive. And so, but then, in my personal opinion, I don't think you guys need a male character as a unique. It's a very unique selling point to public, you see. As a female band, just like how Beyonce does it, she brings whole girls band to the stage. It's really beautiful. And then perhaps you guys can set the benchmark in Malaysia. We are the female band. We know it would be too strong if you say you don't need male band, we don't need male character here. But you guys can actually swap the characters and they take turns to take the replace the male characters in the band.
Take turns to take the leadership.
Yes. So I think that's very beautiful. Okay, let's talk about the image. I've attended a few performances, and I've noticed that you guys have a set of sort of when it comes to fashion, clothing, you guys always wear the similar patterns and the fashion styles. Who comes up with this idea? It's really beautiful, and I can say that this is the advantage of being females.
We enjoy being girls.
What to wear?
Yeah, what to wear exactly?
Okay, the fashionista of the band, I would say, is Grace and Melissa.
Fashionista.
Thank you. They usually come up with these crazy ideas of we usually go as a theme. We follow a theme, and then we look for clothes from that look.
So that will be the shopping time for you.
Yeah. So for instance, if let's say like, okay, why not we do floral? So I'll say, okay, I have this, or maybe I do dress, or I do pants. So it doesn't matter, and it may not be formal, but more like smart casual. So maybe you go formal a bit, and then, but still the theme must be there too.
Nice.
I think this image thing took a while for us though. When we first started, we were really bad at dressing up.
Yeah.
So we never go with a theme, and we look really sloppy. Some of us look really good, and then like the rest of us don't fit into the theme. You know, and there was one time we went overboard. We decided to like go with a theme. It was this indie PG gig. In 2014 last year. What happened was we were so excited about a theme, so we thought, okay, you know what? Let's go all white. Yeah, we wanted to go
angelic
like
stuff.
but we ended up looking like sisters of the earth. You know, like Greek goddesses.
Yeah, we're kind of like overdressed and all.
Yeah, overdressed for the event. Everyone else was like so casual. Everyone's t-shirt and jeans. Yeah, and we look like we come down from heaven like that. So it was From then on, we decided to take it a notch down.
Let's tone down.
And we decide, like we make decisions in a more moderate way. So recently we got better at it. Better at this.
Makeup too, like makeup.
Oh really?
Yeah. Before we don't even know how to draw a brow. Now
we don't even know what is this for.
So we grew from
But
there.
this is craftsmanship. This is creativity and craftsmanship in a single band lah. We have
making
to
image very important.
Yeah, image is definitely very
not
important.
the most important, but important.
Yeah, because that's how people will remember.
Correct.
About you guys.
You leave an impression.
Yeah,
right?
not only the music but image. Like Crinkle Cut, it's burgers, but they always change the dresses, but they're always the common identity in the band. So that's very important for them to remember, audiences especially. So we talked about the image, we talked about all this marketing and stuff. Before we end up this segment particularly, how do you see yourself in 5 years or 3 years as a band? Do you want to perform outside of Malaysia, or how is it like? How do you want to become a touring band, or where do you target yourself?
For now, I think we need to work on our EP or album first. We're not really thinking of touring outside yet because
we do not have enough material. We want to work on our material.
We don't mind, but we need our own.
Of course, we dream big. We want to go. I don't know.
We want to be superstars. No, we want to be superstars.
I believe you can.
But for now, because one thing that not really stopped us, but like keep us on hold was me and Francis were still studying, so we have exams and all, so we're trying to
still sort of tied up.
So maybe after we graduate we'll fly.
Fly away. Right. So before all of us actually fly away, why not we take a short break, and when we come back, perhaps we'll talk about more messages and qualities the musicians need to carry.
Hi, we are the
Crinkle Cut Band.
I'm Francis.
I'm Melissa.
I'm Grace.
I'm Ashley.
And we have a personal message for you.
The local music scene you must support.
You are now listening to
Durian
ASEAN. The Durian Heat, bringing big ideas, critical opinions in Southeast Asia.
Welcome back to Durian ASEAN, and you're still with Grace and Crinkle Cut. Yay! Well, we talk about a lot of stuff today. And lastly, before we end this show, the Durian Heat, I would love to ask you, these pretty ladies here, what are the master qualities as musicians that they have to carry? Can we start with the Francis?
Yeah. For me, I guess we are working on discipline to practice, really, and also punctuality. I mean, at the moment we are quite punctual to our gigs and stuff, and soundtracks and stuff like that, but we are really working on during practice, it's really hard when it's
we're all friends.
Distractions.
Got
food, got bed.
It's really
So you guys are very easily distracted.
Somehow, yes.
Somehow, okay, we are probably practicing a song, and then, in a minute or two, we'll be talking about something else. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna wear?
Oh, right.
We're gonna wear like our theme, we talk about our image, suddenly we go on somewhere else. So we always, it's like extra challenge to come back and focus.
So you talked about the discipline and the punctuality.
Yes.
Punctuality, I also believe is very important, not only as a band, but when it comes to dealing with the client also. It shows the professionalism when we are punctual to the time for sound check and also performance. Well, they might think the musicians, we just provide service by entertaining the crowd, but we show our professionalism to clients, then they will take us very seriously.
I agree with that.
Okay, let's move on to Ash. How about you?
For me, will be responsibility and preparation, and the next one will be stage department. So for responsibility and preparation, this is actually reflect based on from Crinkle cut from us actually.
Right.
When we at stage, we should feel prepared.
But that comes with a lot of practicing and the rehearsals also.
Yes, I think not just for Crinkle cut, for all the musicians, like, you can't be prepared. Like if you don't have means enough practices and your responsibility, you know your parts, you know what you should do. For stage performance, we have to try to learn to enjoy ourselves.
Of course.
Ourselves and everyone also, because
because we always tend to
Tense up.
tense up.
Like audience will not enjoy our
And they
music.
feel it, from the performance.
Correct.
Yeah.
We know.
Because
We learn from
always
that.
tense up.
Yeah.
And then whenever we do a mistake, we make a face.
So the
We're still working on that.
Yeah.
But compared to our first few gigs, we are a lot better now.
Oh, that's good.
We learn to enjoy ourselves, not
Actually, we enjoy more now.
not be such a perfectionist on stage, so much on our, so focused
Musicality
on other
or
things,
technical
so
stuff.
focused on ourselves. We learn to shift the focus to the audience, engage the audience, let them enjoy what we are enjoying.
That's very important.
Yeah, so the preparation and the responsibility during rehearsal and when you perform is two different things. You have to find the balance as well.
That's true. And also, I was about to say that when it comes to stage performance, right, it's not about, like Grace mentioned, it's not about performing on the stage perfectly. It's about delivering your messages to the audience and to be able to engage and entertain them. It's very, very, very super duper important, I tell you. How about Sasa?
We're working on good working attitude, like patience at work and honesty in form of constructive criticism instead of talking behind someone's back.
Right.
Yes, like if you don't like something, say it out loud. Like say it out in a nice way. Just move on, something like that lah.
In the right time also, actually.
Sorry?
Yeah, nice way in the right time as well.
Right time too. Like if that person is in a very bad mood, try not to say it that time lah. But after that, talk with the person. Hope that he or she will understand it.
You're very right there, because being in the music industry, having a band also, it's very important. I take my band as another person. Like, I'm having a relationship with my band. So it's like, I have a hate and love relationship with it. Still trying to be very honest to the band. I don't hide anything. So the band itself is another person. He's my partner. So I love my band, but I also hate my band sometimes. So it's very important to be honest to the band.
And the other thing is humility. Be humble. Like even though you're somewhere, but stay humble. Don't be cocky, because learning it's a long
journey.
Never
Long journey. How about Grace?
Commenting on the humility that Melissa mentioned, I also think there should be a balance, not just be humble, but as a musician you have to be confident. It's like this whole yin and yang of playing music. You have to have good confidence and a very healthy self-esteem, like a good self-esteem. Because all I realized is when we first started playing, actually even now sometimes we have this very low self-esteem. Like we always think that we're not good enough. We always feel like, oh no, there's someone better than us. What are we gonna do? How are we gonna impress these guys? Like we always have that thought inside. And that mentality hinders us from doing well on stage, and actually even as a person, it's a very negative trait. Like being too worried about what people think about you. So we think that every musician should work on this. I mean, especially us, because maybe because we are girls, we are so like self-conscious. I don't know, but yeah, we're trying to find this balance of being confident and yet humble at the same time. So like we know that we'll never stop learning, but we also know that we have to be comfortable at where we are and use the current skills that we have to,
move forward.
Engage and do our best what we have, basically.
So in other words, like you want to be innovative, like always think step forward. Not just staying at the way where you are, but to develop yourself further.
That too.
Yeah, that too. All right. And
the last thing I think every musician should have is mutual respect. Like mutual respect within the band and outside of the band, with especially the people, your clients, your friends. I think sometimes when you're in the heat of the moment, you do things that you don't think, like you don't think through your head. You just blurt out things that you don't mean. I think that is also something we learn as a band. We have to be cautious of what we say and what we do in front of people, because that will create a lasting impression on the band. Yeah, and sometimes I know no one is perfect, right? We make mistakes, and I think that the most important thing is when you do something bad, you go to the person, you confront the person, you say sorry, so there's this mutual respect thing going on. You don't treat each other as just I don't know, mutual respect lah, I'm trying to say. Yeah.
Well, overall, this is something I learned. We make mistakes. We're human beings after all. But then, as being musicians, we can take this advantage of saying that making mistakes is jazz. Just take it as a jazz.
Playing outside.
It's outside of the box. Don't take it as a mistake, as long as we don't show it. Then people will take the jazz. And the second one is, we tend to, because we're being artists and we're on the stage, we tend to impress the audience, but let's express ourselves on the stage. I think that's more important. So that way, I think audience will get the message from us directly. So it's interactive actions between the audience and the performers. So, well, thank you. That's very, very inspiring, the qualities that the musicians have. Well, let's move on to perhaps the last questions here. There are many, many, many people who want to pursue their dreams in music.
Yes.
What are the messages? Some of you guys already have graduated from universities, and some of still studying at the final year. What are the messages you want to convey to our audience, or listeners, or even fans?
I guess nobody stops learning, right? So I think we should learn from other people's experiences, and also we need to listen and learn from the masters, but never be afraid to create and come up with things that are uniquely yours. And because at the end of the day, you are the creator.
Right.
Have a fighting spirit.
Oh, yes. How about the others?
Okay, Melissa pointed at me. Okay. So I have to say, right? Okay, what I think is, right after I graduate, right, I felt a bit lost, I mean, I guess it's natural for every postgraduate, every graduate lah, right? I feel like, oh my goodness, I spent the last 4 years doing music, and right now I graduated, I don't know what to do in my life. I think everyone will go through that, and I'm still going through that, but I'm trying to see I'm trying to find the silver lining in every situation. Of course. I already know that being a musician is tough. This is a tough path, and sometimes money is not the goal. I know, I have to come to terms with that. Sometimes I still have. I mean, money is important. Am I correct? And then every there'll be moments when I feel like, I'm just doing this for passion, for the love of music.
Of course.
And then there are moments like, oh God, I need to put food on the table. I need to make money, right? I need to make ends meet. So I think what I'm going through right now, I have to see things from the bigger picture. I know this is a tough path, but I have to see it long term, see far ahead, see what's in the future. I know this is tough, but if I work hard, I might get somewhere. But if I give up now, all my previous investments were for
it's
nothing.
A waste.
Right? So what Ashley said, have a fighting spirit, right? So I think this is what fighting spirit is lah. Not giving up. Every time someone says not give up, I also think that you have to kind of reevaluate your situation. Okay, sometimes it's a very good advice, but it's not applicable to everyone. Sometimes maybe this is not your thing. This is really not your thing. I know I can't paint, right? If I want to paint, I can't. Someone tells me, don't give up, Grace, don't give up. But I know I can't paint, right? No, I think you have to kind of know what you're good at, find your strengths and your weakness, work around it, you know, like, and not just blindly follow the crowd.
Right.
Fighting spirit, but in the right place. Like bertempat lah, I would say. Yeah. That's what I think.
And I think, like, for young musicians and even us, this is what I think, like, when we always take, like, advice or suggestions from people, but you can use that as your secondary. This is what I learned from Chick Corea, actually. What he does, he listens, takes people advice, suggestions, ideas, but put that as your secondary opinions. And like what Francis said, like, still don't be afraid to come up with your own ideas, because you are the creator. But you can still take ideas from people, and then maybe you find a balance there.
A lot of people are afraid of being judged by others.
That is correct.
Yes.
That is
Coming up
very
with
true.
your
Actually,
original.
Even us.
yeah, we are so very conscious of that. Like, oh my goodness, am I good enough? Yeah.
But then that shouldn't be the boundary or
Right,
sort
that
of
is true
things
too.
to make you stop from what you want to do. So I think that's when the Francis and Ashley came up with that idea.
Yeah.
How about Sasa? What would you like to
Well,
convey?
they said everything. That's one thing that I want to say is learn how to manage your time. This is for like musicians.
Time management.
Yeah, time management. Because
yes, correct.
this happened to me because I'm very careless. I double book myself
all the time.
all the time. Even
All the time.
all the time. So I think time management is very important. So if I don't know, get down a calendar, get down all your gigs or your schedules, and work things out lah. Don't try not to double or triple book yourself.
That's what happens when you're a bad slut, yeah?
Take it as a lesson. But
Sometimes you're a sessionist. You have
Correct, that is correct. Time management. I'm not
applies
good
for
at this. I'm not good
everyone.
at this.
It applies for everyone.
That truly comes from the
Yes.
experiences.
That's why I'm in it.
Well, how do friends or even fans or new listeners can find you guys, Crinkle Cut?
We have a Facebook page. We are called The Crinkle Cut Band without space.
Okay.
I mean, if you guys
spell it
want.
out: THECRINKLE CUT.
Right.
B-A-N-D.
Oh, with B-A-N-D as well.
Because some people will spell it wrongly. The crinkle especially CK.
Or they will put
Alright.
cuts.
Yeah.
So the crinkle.
It's the Crinkle Cut Band.
Yeah, correct. The Crinkle Cut Band without space.
All right.
Yeah, and then our picture's a logo, right? But that changes from time to time, lah. So
How about the other platforms?
we have a hashtag
Alright.
though. So for pictures, like pictures and videos, video updates, you can hashtag the Crinkle Cut Band. And for on Facebook we update our gigs, our latest endeavors, what we're doing.
Right.
So if for music, for
performances.
correct. You can just log on to Facebook,
Right.
click the Crinkle Cut Band, like our page, and then like our pictures. Yeah. And alright, we also have a YouTube channel. It's called Crinkle Cut Music. That's what we
when
have for
is
now.
your next gig then?
Next gig will be on because we're taking a short break around April because of exams.
All right.
So we'll be back around May. The latest one that we're booked.
No, the soonest one.
The soonest one,
Yeah.
The soonest one that we're booked is
for the 22nd to 24th weekend of May
All
in
right.
Malacca.
Malacca.
Yeah. We're going somewhere. Somewhere further than KL. We're going to
so
Malacca.
if you're there, come catch us.
Where in Malacca?
La Bodega.
La Bodega in May. Right?
In May 22nd to 22nd and 24th actually.
Right.
So we're taking like a weekend off,
So 23rd, you can hang out with us if you want.
Yeah, we're probably like eating chicken rice balls. Satay chalap. In the what Jonker Street is it?
Yeah.
But if you're in KL and you want to watch us, we have another gig during June.
All right.
Yeah, June 17th.
Okay.
It's also at La Bodega.
All right.
Bangsa.
In Bangsa.
All right. Okay. So, well, our Durian ASEAN listeners, don't forget to catch them in May and June. La Bodega, one in Malacca and one in Bangsa. And I'm very impressed by all these young ladies here. They're all early 20s, but they're pursuing their dreams, based on what they love, what they're passionate about. So all the best to Crinkle Cut. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Grace.
for joining us.
Thank you, Durian Asian.
Yes.
ASEAN, guys.
Thank you, Durian ASEAN.
ASEAN. The voice of
Right.
curry and sherry.
Oh, thank you, Grace.